Hello guys, how are you all doing? I'm doing great. So welcome to today's video. As you can see, we're going to make samosas, but before we do that, I'd like to ask, if you're watching this video right now and you haven't subscribed, kindly subscribe, and also don't forget to turn the notification bell so that you can be notified each time I upload a new video. And for my returning subscribers, karibu. So guys, I'll be taking you through the ingredients. And here I have some cooking oil and of course my sufuria or a pan that I'll be making my meat. Also I have red onions finely chopped. I've used like 6 of them. And then I have my spring onions, which I have used like 8 of them. I mean, in a samosa, the spring onions are a must. So here I have my coriander or dhania, finely chopped. I've used 2 stalks of dhania. And then I have my minced meat. It's 1 kg of minced meat. So yeah. Then of course I have my bowl for mixing the spices. So here I have the Royco mchuzi mix for flavor. And also I have the Dana Jera. I also like it since it's a mixer of cumin, coriander, turmeric, and salt. So here I also have my green pepper. I'll be using this. I will partition my meat. One will be chili and the other one will be without chili. So these are all my ingredients. So now let's get cooking. So start by heating your pan and putting oil as required in your pan or your sufuria. And then put in your minced meat for it to cook fast before adding the onions, so that we can remove all the water inside the meat and let the minced meat cook before we put the red onions first.
Life is happy but it's so insane. We must merely make a start.
So it's 15 minutes later and our minced meat has drained almost all the water. It's just a bit remaining, so we let that drain before we go to the next step. So now it's ready and I'll be adding my onions now, my red onions first.
Light is gonna come. The birds have just begun. We will always take a stand for the people, for the land. Let's go back to when we were young. For the animals we stand. Let's go back to when trees were swung.
So next I'll be adding my spring onions now that the red onions have cooked. So you add your spring onions and let them cook for like 3 minutes. So next you're going to be adding the spices. We'll start with the Dana Jera and then the Royco. Measure as per desire, as you wish. There are no limits to spices.
I'm coming home, Savannah. We'll never be alone, Savannah.
So lastly, we are going to go in with our dania. Since the meat is already cooked, the dania is the last step. You just mix it a bit and it's done. Now the next step is to knead your flour. So you'll be kneading the flour itself, some water, warm water, oil and salt. In a bowl, I'll be mixing my salt, oil and mixing them up before I add the flour and knead it. So my dough is almost ready. I'll be adding in some oil. After that, I'll knead for like 2 minutes before letting it rest for a bit before we come back and do the folds. So now we're going to make balls, just a little bit of balls, and then we roll them into desired shapes. So we're going to take our ball of dough, put some flour, press it down, and then roll it out. So we're going to do this with 3 other balls. I do in 3 so that when I put it in the pan, when there are 3, it's easier to remove the pieces. It comes out well without tearing. So if you can do more, it's okay, but for me, I prefer 3. So guys, this is the last one of the 3, and I'm going to spread some oil here, making sure to get every part of the rolled dough. After that, I'm going to sprinkle in some flour. After you sprinkle some flour, you take the 2 that you had made, you take one, place it on top of this one, do the same for each also, spread some oil, sprinkle some flour, and then you put in the first one, as you'll be seeing. The reason why we are doing this, it's because when you put it in the pan, when you're removing the pieces, comes out nicely without getting sticky to each other. Okay, so after we put in the first one, as you'll see here, we are going to make it to a big chapati, so it will be a big round shape and they'll become one. So when they have cooked, we need to take them off one by one. Now the flour and the oil helps us in making them easier to come out from each other, the patches. Okay, so that's what we'll be doing. So now we're going to make it a big round shape, like a big chapati. So you roll from the middle towards the sides, from the middle towards the sides. So the reason we're doing this is so that our dough can be even, not thick and not thin, not some parts thick and other parts thin. So that's why you have to roll from the middle towards the outside. Now it's ready and we're going to place it on our pan. You have to have a big pan for this. There is a pan for chapati and there is an even bigger one for samosa. So you have to let it cook both sides, not thoroughly cooked, but just easy for you to remove the pieces. You can check which side is easier for you to start removing the pieces. So you check the sides you can start from without tearing the chapati and pull the first out and do the same for the rest as you turn. So here I'm mixing the paste for binding our folds, and you only need water and some flour and then mix it until it thickens. So here are our pieces of dough that we cooked, and so now I'm going to show you how to cut them and fold them. So guys, you have to put the pieces together. Make sure they are neatly together before you fold them into a half. Then you take a knife and cut the other ends that are not equal so that it can be one, so that they can all measure the same size. Cut the extras away. I know there are many ways of folding samosa pockets, but this is my way, so I'll be showing you my way today. So you fold them into a half, cut the extras from the ends, as you can see right now. Then fold them again like this so that you can get that line in the middle. After you fold, I don't know if my camera can, so that line is where you cut it. You cut them again, so you'll have two pieces with you. Then there is also that line between the two of the pieces. Put them together and cut again at the center of those pieces. And that's how you do it, guys. That's how I do it, and it's easier. It saves a lot of time. And there we have our pockets, nicely done, nicely cut. So guys, I'll start folding and I'll show you my way of folding my samosa pockets. So I'll start with the left side. Put some paste, spread some paste with your hands, your spoon, whichever, guys. Then you can fold the other left side to bind them together. Press down the tip so that the oil cannot get in. We don't want to take excess oil. And then you can put your fillings. The reason I have 2 bowls of fillings is because earlier I told you I'll be having one chilied and the other one without chili. So you can put in your fillings. As you can see, 1 tablespoon is enough for 1 samosa. Press it down with a teaspoon so that even the tip can have some of the fillings. We want it to be evenly distributed all around the samosa. Then you can the flap, apply paste on it again and then fold, and there you have your samosa pocket. It's that easy. It's nothing much. It's not complicated. It's something that it's doable. You can do it. You don't have to. Look at that, guys. It's ready. So now I'll be doing the rest of the pockets and then we are going to fry our samosas. So guys, I'll be showing you a hack here. Sorry, I was taking some juice. We had already fried some. So to check whether your oil is ready for heating, you take a wooden spoon, place it inside, and if it bubbles up, then the oil is ready for frying. If it bubbles, the oil is ready for frying. So we are going to take the rest of the samosa and fry them.
Too far away from our hearts, yeah. The ones we keep close, we should never let go. So tell me who you love, baby. Take a moment to unwind, fix yourself and realign yourself with the world, baby. Breathe slow, baby, yeah. We should breathe slow.
So guys, here are our samosas and they are well done and they are ready. So I'm going to have a bite of one of them and tell you and give a review if it's cooked perfectly. So there are some that are cooked on the inside and on the outside. But they are hot, huh? They're so yummy.